All right. We have done the lower ball joint on this '94 Corolla. Hold on, don't play music yet. Let me finish this. What happened on mine when I went to remove the bolts, I ended up stripping out this one here because this is an actual bolt itself. These other two are just studs with nuts on the end of them, as you can see here. But that one back there is an actual bolt that goes all the way through, and don't know if you can see it, but I completely wrung it off. So I went to the junkyard and bought a whole new lower control arm. This is very, very simple to remove. We've been at it for about an hour. And that's just taking our time and using a lot of hammers. To duct tape. To get the lower control arm off, it's pretty straightforward. You can't actually see anything. Hold on a second, let me turn this light on. Okay, here we go. This is a lot better. Alright, so on this car, like I said, to remove this lower control arm, you have these two bolts here. As you can see, this is a little bent, so I'm going to be getting a new one of these two. Remove these two bolts and just take this out of the way. This is for the sway bar. That's bolted to the lower control arm. Undo those. You have I think it's a 17mm bolt right here. Back that off. Then over here, I haven't completely finished putting this back together, but you got another, I think that's a 19 maybe. And the wrench is right here. 19, yes, a 19. Take that bolt out, take the bolt out here, and this is actually the other part of the bracket for the sway bar link, which in a video I just did the other day, we did the sway bar links in this car. But those also have to come off. As you can see, this fits over it, so these bolts have to come out. Bushing has to come back off, sway bar has to be disconnected to give you wiggle room to get to it. But then you just take out that bolt, the bolt over here, take that off, move the sway bar down a little bit, and then this whole piece here will wiggle out from underneath it. Next, you got to loosen this big Jesus nut right here on top of the ball joint. It's what actually holds the whole thing together. So you loosen it and back it off. And the new ones are studded, so you have to put the studs in it and then tighten them down really good. I don't have a third one in there yet because my kit forgot to include one, so we've got to go to the store and buy a new bolt. It should be fine for now, though. I don't see what's going to happen. Yeah, it's all really simple. It's once you get that off, the whole thing just kind of wiggles out. And you have to fit it up in there very gently when it goes back together. Don't forget the bolts right here in the bracket. Like I said, here's the old ball joint, and if you listen closely, you can actually see it. This one was toast. It was very close to falling out. I mean, just loose. So we've got our new one in there. We've got everything pretty much bolted back together. You don't have to undo the shock and the strut or the tie rod or anything. You just pretty much unbolt everything from the bottom and then bolt it back up in the reverse order. So real simple to do. Doesn't take long at all. And I'm gonna torque everything back down, and we're gonna go for a ride and see how much better it drives.